Last week finally saw the release of both Obi-Wan Kenobi and Geonosis to Star Wars Battlefront, and today are my first thoughts and first impressions. Sorry this video is coming out late. It was a fun little combination of A, me not being a big enough YouTuber to get invited to the super special EA event, B, me being sick, which you can probably still hear in my voice, and C, also having school make me really sad and depressed and I don't like school. But what I really do like is both Obi-Wan and Geonosis. Now, my last video about Battlefront was relatively negative, as we were talking about Grievous, and Grievous was a bit of a buggy mess. Now, he does still have a couple of bugs, especially with his first ability, but for anyone who likes Grievous, you'll be happy to know that he has been given a significant buff, as he is now not completely garbage, because his abilities at least work. While his left ability is sometimes unreliable, his 2 ability now does do enough damage to work. It does enough damage that when you do the ability, it's not just completely worthless, it actually blocks the bolts. Grievous is very usable now. He was usable before because his primary attack was very strong, but I would say now he is in a much better state as he was last month. Now when it comes to General Kenobi, man, did they get him right. His primary attack is a lot of fun. I guess a lot of people don't really see this, but when I played as Grievous, I really don't like him as much because I find his primary attack kind of boring. It's 2 swings that I find that are kind of animated in a really, I guess, like, janky way, and that's what my first impression of him was. But when it comes to Obi-Wan, his attack is just so fluid. I thought that they would half-ass it, as I felt that they did with Grievous, but they really did get Kenobi right. I would say right now, out of all of the people, or out of all the heroes that have lightsaber attacks, Obi-Wan's look by far the greatest, along with his deflect not only looking good, but working really well, which we'll talk about in a sec. The one criticism I do have with Obi-Wan's primary attack is that it is at times kind of unreliable. I found that in games I would either blatantly miss the target when I definitely should have hit them, or it will lock onto them from far away, which I don't know how that works. It's really weird with his attack, along with the fact that there is a small glitch right now, where sometimes you'll hit someone with your saber, but there'll be no hit marker or sound, which will kind of confuse you and be off-putting. His all-out push is a pretty cool, I guess, twist on Luke's force push. I prefer Luke's force push, probably because I'm used to it, but I like the fact that you can aim it. I like the fact that, I guess, like, the different ranges. I do feel that it isn't really something to be used in a reactionary manner, but at the same time I do feel like it is at times unreliable. There have been a couple times where I could have sworn I was holding the button down and it decided to push before I let go of it anyway, and I mean, like, before I fully charged it up as well. I don't know if that's just me being dumb and letting go of the button because I'm not used to it, or if it is actually there being a glitch in the game. It's honestly hard for me to tell. I do kind of wish you could use it while mid-air. I feel that I use Luke's force push most of the time when I'm in mid-air, but I guess it's one of those things that sort of change his character. Obi-Wan's character is very vulnerable when he's using this push, especially I found in Galactic Assault that whenever I was playing him and I tried to use the force push, I'd pretty much be dead within seconds. Obi-Wan seems at times squishy, but again, that could just be because I'm bad. It's probably because I'm bad. His mind trick is quite interesting. The fact that it takes out abilities and rolling as opposed to messing up your controls is quite the advantage, but it doesn't have the same advantage that Rey's has in slowing your target down. So it's really interesting that I guess Rey and Kenobi can work together really well, because if they both mind trick their opponents, they're pretty much completely immobilized. I got to play Obi-Wan a couple of times on Galactic Assault, but let's just not talk about that.
The transport's vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm not very good at Obi-Wan just yet. Now onto Geonosis. I really love Geonosis. Now, I haven't gotten to play with the ATTEs before, but they do look pretty fun. An issue I've seen with them, however, is the fact that they're not on rails. A lot of people really like this, but the problem is, every game almost, the clones just decide not to push. They seem to just want to shoot people, and because of this, they're not trying to push the point. And for that reason, I think is why in Walker Assault, the vehicles are on rails. It means that the game actually progresses. And for anyone that isn't in an ATTE, they don't get to control any way of it. There's no timer on it, so as soon as they get in, they can decide to do what they want. They can hang at the back of the map. They can, I think there's a glitch that lets them climb up a mountain. I think that's probably the biggest problem with the map design at the moment. But apart from that, the map is stunning, it's huge, and it's a lot of fun. Sniping on the map is definitely fun in some of the later stages, and at the start, the cave, not the caves, the sort of like canyons and things are very fun. I do think sniping is probably one of the most fun on this map, but also the vehicles are pretty good. The Stap and the Bark are fun little additions that honestly I've used mostly just to get behind enemy lines quickly, jump out, and start shooting people again. But what really stands out on this map, I think, is heroes. It seems that I've seen is the lightside heroes, lightside heroes, being Rey, Kenobi, and Luke, all just running together. They seem to group together. Pretty much in every game I see those three running around together, and it looks amazing. It reminds me of those old Clone Wars episodes where Ahsoka and Obi-Wan and Anakin would all be on the battlefront together. But I really do like this map. I don't think we've all learnt the intricacies of it yet, and I guess we haven't learnt the metas of it yet, but right now I find it really fun. I think the map's quite fun and good. I haven't played enough of it, I wouldn't say, to fully, really realize it, but it's a shame that we only have that in Galactic Assault right now, and we only get it on a map rotation. Once the map rotation goes back from just prequel era, we're probably not going to see Geonosis very often at all, which is going to be a really big shame. That's why I'm really looking forward to February, where they can use the map in a new type of game mode, and I hope they include some other maps too, because I feel like maps like this, where it's really big, are really where Battlefront has its potential. In the small maps, it's fun still, but the large maps, the large scale modes, I think is going to be really where it can shine. And if the developers can bring some other maps, probably from some other eras, then it's going to be probably just really great to see and a lot of fun. What do you guys think of the new heroes and the new map? Leave your comments down below. I try to read as many as I can. Lately I haven't been even getting that many, so I have been responding to pretty much all of them, or giving it a heart. So if you put a comment down below, I'll probably see it. And if you also enjoyed and want to see more videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you all very much for watching, and shout out to Luca.
Tonight, finally feeling free and it feels so right. Oh, time to do the things I like. Gonna see a princess, everything.